Great morning, everyone. Try to get myself together. I can tell this is going to wrinkle really easily. Last night we had crazy rain. Crazy rain. And the dogs woke up, and Lily was crying. She did not like it at all. And so, yeah, but survived the rain. But they went out this morning, and we have that sand here. We don't have really dirt. So while it's wet sand. It's not dirt. It's not mud. So thank God for that. But they were out there this morning playing. So they're back in and taking a nap already. Now, what I got yesterday, my last piece I'm going to buy. But it came very nice box. And we're going to open it up, and here it is. Now, here it is. Now, it's not picking up the color on there, but you can see some of the translucency of this. And this is a very big, heavy piece. Now, it is lavender, but it's hard to pick it up on this monitor, and it is very big and very heavy. This was my most expensive bangle that I have bought. Okay, I was debating on whether to keep it or not because it is expensive compared to my other bangles. But it goes with my translucent. I have this translucent one. I don't know if you've seen this before. This is a gray, also very translucent. What I like about this is that it's got some nice green areas here. Some nice greens in there as well. And then I have my one here that I've had for so long that's really translucent. You can kind of, I don't know if you can see kind of my tattoo under there, but very, very translucent. And this one now here, where it's not translucent, you have the most lavender color, okay? And it's got here, it has a stone line. But here, in this area, very, very translucent. And if you're here, but you can't see it on the monitor there's a very light green here as well, but it doesn't pick it up on the monitor. But I'll show you, I'll put it on, you'll see how big this is. It's heavy. Okay, so there it is. I couldn't wear one any larger than this, but you could see it's very thick. It's very thick too. Very thick, very heavy. So yeah, I think if he would have done it a little, not quite as thick, it would have more translucency to it. So there you have it, my last one I'm going to buy. It is one that's wearable. Any larger than this and it would be too big. But this does work. And it is lavender. And so that's my big one. The big one. Big one. Yeah. So anyway. Yeah, that's it. Well, I went to put it the other way, this way, the way I wear it. So yeah. And the reason this was so expensive because of the translucency, which it's not really picking up well on the monitor. Now I have this lavender and I have this lavender. I have this one is a little bit more translucency to it too, kind of that jelly look, and this one. So most of the ones here have some translucency except for this one, but I put them together because it's got the lavender. And this one are all my greens. Okay, these are all my green ones, which most of them I've gotten from him as well. So anyway, that's my full collection now, unless I got another pendant. Yeah. Oh, so that's what's going on here today. Oh, I did get some earrings. I got these from China. Now, these were not expensive because they are sterling. They're silver, but they've got the layered gold over them. And I'm sure the jade on here, while it's translucent, I'm sure it's B or C jade, which I don't care while it's in earrings because it's not touching my skin all day. So that's fine for earrings. I just love the style of these. So I've got those two on, and then in the center I've got a little pair of lavenders. There's the little lavender ones I have. So that's what's going on here today. It probably is going to warm up a bit, and we'll have more humidity because we had the rain yesterday. But thank God we don't have floods. They're expecting more floods again in China this week. I mean, it's bad there. It's really bad over in China now. More and more floods are coming. And more people are losing their homes. They were saying now that they think hundreds of thousands of people died when they opened those reservoirs and just flooded those villages. It's so bad over there now. Just horrible. So anyway, so many things are going on in the world. But we are celebrating here today because 45 and 18 more of his conspirators have been charged by Fani Willis, and I think Fani Willis is like a dog with a bone. She is not going to let go. And she's not going to play their games, and she is not going to be intimidated by 45 and his nonsense. She would maybe even lock him up until trial. Unlike the federal judge, who says, I'm just going to move your trial date quicker, okay? I don't know how long he's going to keep pushing, and if she'll eventually get enough backbone to stick him in jail for a few days, let him find out how other people live. Now, of course, if they jail him, 9 out of 10, he'd probably, if he gets convicted, which he will, they'll all go probably to maybe because it's a state. Oh, it's a state. Georgia, they get convicted in Georgia and they don't get a federal prison. I think they get a regular prison. He should be shaking in his boots now. And they have got until Friday to show up, or else she will issue a bench warrant for them and they will go be arrested and drugged back in handcuffs. I think, and in this time, he's got to have an actual mugshot. Yes, the criminal, he wanted to do a fake mugshot before. Well, now he gets the real deal. So they've got till Friday to turn themselves in. So let's see what is going to happen with these RICO charges and coming up to turn themselves in. What is going to happen with all of that? What's going to happen with these ones? They've got till Friday to show up and turn themselves in for the arraignment, okay? So at the center of it, we have the doorway. Here it is, guys. Come walk through the door. It's indictment time. So we're looking at the path forward, going into it, upwards. And, you know, this has to do with their government things, the things that they've done, okay? So the horde of the 18 plus 45 have until Friday to go turn themselves in. I shouldn't have shuffled. What am I doing? But we have the timing. We'll do a 3 card like we do the other one. Again, for the door. You need to show up. And that's at the heart of it. At this moment, the heart of this thing is you need to show up, get your mug shot, and then we'll figure out when we're doing the trial. But they have to come and be arraigned, okay? We've got the younger ones going forward, motivating. We've got some fireworks here and wanting to cut things. So I think this is, they want to get this done, is what I'm thinking. The fireworks cutting this. It could also be some of the Trump MAGA people wanting to put stuff out there, crap out there, blowing up. Yeah, it could be some of the younger supporters that have YouTube or whatever put out a bunch of crap. You know, big talk, a lot of big talk. We've got 45, okay, wanting to slow things down and be protected, of course, always, with this path forward. So he's screaming bloody murder. Somebody help me slow this stuff down. But, you know, this fool, no matter what they do or how they slow it, even if he became president, which is, yeah, he's got as much choice of that as people in hell getting ice water, okay? Not going to happen, okay? But even if he got in again as president and he was able to stifle the federal, he cannot do a thing about the Fani Willis one, okay? We've got the health of the situation, a whole bouquet of things happening, and with the deeper stuff coming, okay? So more is on the horizon to come out, okay? More is going to come out. So on that note, I'm going to leave this here, and we'll have to watch it today. So I'm going to close this out here, and I'm going to pull cards and see just how 45 is doing today. I would say he's in meltdown mode, okay? I just feel him shaking internally like this. Just his whole body is like this now because he's like a cornered rat. There's nowhere he can go. And they have got him dead to rights, okay? So he is going down, okay? So Melanoma's husband is becoming, he has been a criminal for a long time, but it's caught up with him. And, you know, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Now, he wanted his federal thing moved to someplace like, well, not Georgia, that's for sure. What was it, Alabama? Because it's mostly white there. And that's not happening either. You know, I want a fair trial. I want all white people, old white men that are diehard Republicans, or else it's not fair. Oh, Lord, have mercy. what is that Chinese, the Chinese curse, may you live in interesting times. Well, I would say China's living in interesting times now, as are everyone in the world. We're living in interesting times, and we have a lot to figure out. So on that note, I'm going to leave this here, and we'll see you online.